This is Andi Purewal for Boxing Social in association with Betfred, and I'm joined by Jono Carroll over Zoom. Jono, how are you?
I'm very good, my brother. Thank you for having me.
No, I appreciate you giving up some time, mate. It's good to catch up first time in 2021. How's life over in Spain?
Yeah, life is good, mate. Life has been busy. I've been really focusing on myself this year. I've made a conscious decision that it's going to be solely boxing. I'm going to focus on myself and my family. You know, I've made sure to cut a lot of craziness out of my life, and I'm just focusing on me for once. You know, unfortunately, sometimes you have to be selfish in this life to remain happy. You know, so I'm in good stead, mentally, physically, emotionally, everything, my brother. So
Well,
yeah,
that's
life is good.
great to hear, Jono. Unfortunately, we do have to go back over old ground. We haven't had the chance to speak since the Maxi Hughes fight. You mentioned
Yeah.
now kind of your concentrations moving more towards just your career and your family life. Did you have distractions leading into that fight, or what exactly went wrong for you on that night?
I had so many distractions, to be honest, but I don't want to start getting on here and start saying, oh, I had this distraction, I had that distraction, because people just think I was just making excuses for his loss. So I'm going to just accept the loss and take it as a life lesson. And like what I've just said there a second ago, I'm focusing on me now. Before, I was too focused on business. I was too focused on other people and giving too many people my energy, too many people my valuable time. You know, I was in the gym and I was having meetings directly after the gym when realistically, I should have been at home. I should have been eating the correct foods at the correct times. I'm focusing on myself and my family. And unfortunately, I let too many people drag my energy, drag myself everywhere. I was just being a people pleaser almost. You know what I mean? And it was my own downfall. And I accept that as a man and I move forward. And to be quite honest, Pat, it did have a big effect on maybe my performance. But at the same time, it is what it is. I've said it in different interviews, but it's like messing up on a job. You just have to go back the next day and correct that. I know my worth. I know what I'm capable of achieving in this sport, and people are going to see the difference when I'm fully focused. Like on the Scott Quick fight, I was fully focused because I knew I can't take anything for granted in this fight. This fella is a very dangerous opponent, and I literally solely focused on myself. I didn't give anybody my energy. I was literally focused on that fight and that alone. And I had a wonderful night. And I was like at the top of the ladder. And boxing is all about snakes and ladders. And I was at the hitting a ladder with the Scott Quick fight. And then boom, I just got too caught up in all the bullshit, we will call it. And I just let myself get distracted. And I hit a snake. You know what I mean? It is what it is, my brother. We've been all guilty of it at some point or another in our life.
Jono, the likelihood is that if it wasn't for COVID, you wouldn't have probably faced Maxi Hughes. You'd have been looking at other avenues. I know you was on the verge of kind of world title scene once again.
Yeah.
Do you regret taking the fight now? Not just because in the end ended up being like a snake skin for you, but because
Yeah.
you wasn't able to fully kind of concentrate in it, and it's in uncertain times. It's all behind closed doors and what have you. Do you regret it?
No, I don't regret anything in life. You know, I believe everything happens for a reason. I think things all work out the way they're supposed to in life. You know, um, regret is a horrible thing. You know, I choose not to focus on regret. I choose always to look forward, and like what you hear in these motivational speeches and whatnot. If you're gonna fall, fall forward. You know, fall in the face so you can push yourself back up. I don't look at life and regret things because regret is a horrible thing. And if you regret something, then you're living in the past. I don't focus on the past. You know, I focus on the present here and now, and I focus on the future. You know, it's bad people reminisce on the past all the time, or people that like think, oh, it was amazing back in the day when we done this and when we done that. People that are very present here and now really enjoy life, and people that are super ambitious focus on the future. They enjoy right now, but they focus on the future and they set them goals for themselves. So that's all I've done. Regret is a horrible thing, and I pity anyone who actually holds regret. I do not judge them because it's hard sometimes, you know. But what I would say to people that maybe do have regret in certain things of their life, is move on. Today is another day. Every day is a skill day. Learn from it. Move forward. You're never starting from the bottom. You're starting with experience. All right. So life is good when you have that outlook on life, my friend. So yeah, I just try to focus on what the future has to hold for me. And I know the way I am, I will bounce back stronger than ever. Sometimes I have as a blessing, believe it or not, because I'm now focused on myself. I've now got that fire back in my stomach. So now the next poor fella that I'm gonna batter just for the sake of making sure I'm ready. You know what I mean? Making sure when them world titles come, I'm gonna be ready. I'm not hitting no more snakes. You know what I mean? I'm chopping them snakes from the head off. I don't care. Like there is no more playing around. No more acting the bollocks. We hit them. It's go hard or go home from now on, mate. You're gonna see the best Jono Carroll from now on. Simple as that.
Jono, it's great to see and to hear you in such kind of positive spirits about this year then. What have been the initial conversations you've had with your management team and with the promoters and what have you about the plans for yourself and 2021?
Like you said, mate, when after that Scott Quick fight, I literally had the world at my feet. I had a lot of people wanting to sign me. Unfortunately, COVID hit and everything was put on pause. So like I took that Maxi Hughes fight as a keep busy fight, you know, and I overlooked it. It wasn't at my correct weight division. It wasn't where we were supposed to be, you know. But like that, I've learned a valuable lesson from it. So now I went back to my team and I said, get me something big, get me something quick, something to make me hungry again. You know, so they said, listen, you need a rebuild for you. Obviously, you need to just get back in there and mix it out. I had a fight just before Christmas lined up and I was super ready. I never stopped training after the Maxi Hughes fight just for the simple fact that I was angry at myself a little bit. I really was dedicated. I started smashing the bags. I'd never let my fitness go because I was like, I want someone big before this year finishes. And then unfortunately, I really hurt my wrist bad. So I had to take a little bit of time off. So now I got back speaking to the management team and I said, listen, just get me a keep busy fight for the immediate future. And then let's jump into something 50-50 fight in America or something, or with one of the big names. So for me and the team, I genuinely believe we need a keep busy fight, which I'll have soon. I've been ready, so I'm just waiting on a date to be confirmed. It's almost confirmed, and the fight had to be confirmed. I'm gonna destroy whoever I'm in against next, and then I'm jumping into, please God, a 50-50 fight, get me back in them rankings, and then back fighting for world titles, back where I believe I belong. Many other people mightn't believe that, but I love when everyone starts doubting me because that just gives me that fire, that just gives me that drive. So, I know what I'm capable of achieving, and my team knows what I'm capable of achieving. But what I need to stick with is my correct weight division. I don't need to be playing around with weight divisions anymore. You know what I mean? I need to focus on the weight division and not let anyone away with anything anymore. I need to hit the nail on the head and avoid these snakes as much as possible, you know? I need to keep hitting them ladders. The sky is the limit.
Jono, do you feel the pressure at all to be successful in these next couple of bouts as you look to get back into that world scene?
Mate, pressure is for tourists. I couldn't give a fuck, to be honest. I'm just there to do the best I can do. For me as a man and a human being, I don't think pressure helps anything. I genuinely believe if you're present in the now and you're being the best version of yourself each and every day, then win, lose, or draw, it doesn't matter to me because this is just a sport. For me, I'm just trying to be the best person I can be. I don't feel pressure. I don't really care for pressure. You know what I mean? Pressure is something that humans and people put upon themselves. And pressure then creates stress. Stress creates a lot of negative energy in the body. And I don't want that. My life is for living, you know what I mean? My life is for appreciating. So I don't fuck with pressure, mate. Don't mind that stuff. If anything, when I'm ready, I will compete against anybody. And the more dangerous the opponent is, the better you will see, the better outcome you will see of me. And not because of pressure, but because I know I have to be at my best. And when I'm at my best, I can be a dangerous person. You know what I mean?
John, I've also got you. I just want to get your thoughts on a few other fights within your weight division around super featherweight. Joseph Diaz defends his IBF title against Rakimov this coming weekend. Just your thoughts?
Yeah, I reckon that it's a very good fight for Jojo Diaz because he hasn't fought in like a year or so. It's a very good fighter to go back in there against. Fair play to him. I think Jojo Diaz beats him handy enough because Jojo Diaz is a top class champion. I'd love to mix it with Jojo and myself, to be fair. I have nothing but respect for the man, you know what I mean? I think he's a very good champion. I think he'll remain at the top for a while until he faces me. And please God, we can get it on in the near future, you know. But obviously I need to check myself and get back in the top 15. And I believe I will ASAP. As soon as I start competing at my own weight division, I'm gonna start making a serious impact in this division.
Another I want to get your thoughts on, also on the weekend, but over in the UK. Zelfa Barrett versus Kiko Martinez. Just your thoughts again, Jono?
I actually didn't know that fight was happening, but Kiko Martinez is like bleeding 5'4" or something, 5'5". He's only tiny. Zelfa Barrett should win that handy because Kiko Martinez is fighting at like 2 or 3 weights above than what he should be at, I believe. I tried to get Kiko Martinez over here to spar me for the Scott Quigg fight, and he was afraid the bleed can come over just to spar. So I'm surprised that he's even taking that fight. Like, we offered him good money. He told me, yeah, he'd come over to start and then start making up all these excuses, every excuse under the book. So it is what it is. Zelfa Barrett is a decent fighter, but he's just padded a little bit. You know, even his last fight with Eric Donovan was like, Eric Donovan hasn't fought anybody. He's pretty old. He's 33 or something. Same, he's a featherweight, and he was beating Zelfa Barrett, bleeding the whole night until Zelfa Barrett caught him with a shot. You know what I mean? Fair play to my man bleeding Eric Donovan. But Zelfa Barrett, like, he's a decent fighter. Don't get me wrong. I like Zelfa Barrett and stuff as a person, as a man. I like him. But as his fighting game goes, I think he's just a little bit padded, you know. But that's not taking that away from him. You know what I mean? Him might the judge. But yeah, it is what it is. I take that fight any day of the week, you know.
And another man who I know you'll be keeping a close eye on, Carl Frampton. He'll be facing Jamal Herring at the end of this month. I know you've said repeatedly you'd love to face the winner of that. I'm sure in your case you'd love it to be Carl. You know, an all Irish clash would be huge. But just break it down for me. How are you expecting the Frampton Herring bout to play out?
I've been watching Jamal Herring a little bit. I never watched him before. I never watched like literally any of his fights before, so I don't actually technically know how good he is. But like physically, he's huge. I've been watching him on the pads a little bit on his Instagram, and he seems to train really hard. So physically wise, I think it's a hard fight for Carl to win, just because of size alone and physicality in the whole situation is going to be a little bit daunting on Carl. It's going to be hard work because when you're getting hit by a bigger man, regardless if you have a little bit more technical ability, it starts to take its toll on you a little bit energy wise. And Carl is a very slick fighter, but because he's kind of a counter puncher and he decides to half make you miss and make you pay. And because what's his name, Jamal Herring is so tall and big and rangy, I don't know. I hope he gets his game plan right. It's all about game plans for Carl, I believe. But I do think Carl beats him. I just think it's a good fight for both, to be honest. But I believe what's his name? That young hungry little lion on the way up. What's his blade name? I can't think right now. Is in contention for the winner.
Archie Sharp.
Nah, not Archie Sharp.
He
ain't no hungry. He ain't no hungry lion, mate. Who am I talking about? I'm talking about that American kid. He's a little animal.
Shakur Stevenson.
Shakur Stevenson, yeah. He's a hungry lion, mate. Don't be mistaken Archie Sharp for no hungry lion. I give credit where credit is due. What's his name is an animal. I genuinely believe he beats the winner of both of them regardless. You know? So yeah, it's gonna be. I don't think I'm gonna get the winner of that fight, to be honest, because Shakur Stevens was trying to jump in there before Carl even, and the deal was already basically made and put on the table. But I think what is it, the WBO he has or something? What belt has he got? Yeah, the WBO. Whatever belt you have anyway. Like I think Shakur Stevens is mandatory for that next, and I think the boxing federation is putting a bit of pressure on them to fight Shakur Stevens next. So I'd say that's what's going to happen there anyway.
How big of a fight would it be? You know, let's say if Carl wins and then you two were to have met, how big of a fight would that have been in Ireland, especially with fans?
Oh, mate, like that would be unbelievable, and that's why I've been calling for that fight, because the thing is that's such an exciting fight for the simple fact that Carl's from Belfast, I'm from Dublin, and it would just unite the whole of Ireland. Like, Carl has a serious fan base, and I have a massive fan base in Dublin, you know. So I actually have a huge fan base in Belfast also. So I just think it'd unite the whole of Ireland. We'd all come together, and it'd be just a serious event, you know, and something that Ireland has never seen before. Two charismatic people, two people with a big fan base, two people who can fight, box, counter punch, the whole shebang. So it'd be a fantastic fight. I would absolutely love it. I'm pretty sure Carl would love it. There'd be loads of money in it, so I reckon the banks would love it. It'd just be a massive fight, you know what I mean? I'd love that fight. It'd be one for the ages, and there's never been two Irish people fighting for a world title before, you know. So yeah, it'd go down in history also. So how long I'm gonna turn this light on, because it's getting a bit dark in here.
That's all good.
But yeah, bro, it'd be a fabulous night. I'd love it. I'd absolutely love it. But who knows? We'll see what happens.
Final fight, I just want to get your thoughts on Jono. He's back at British level on that undercard. Anthony Cacace versus Leon Woodstock again. Just your thoughts.
To be quite honest, I haven't really watched both of them fight. I haven't like studied both of them fight. I've seen bits and pieces of both of them. I reckon Anthony Cacace wins that fight. I've heard of a few of the lads from Belfast. I know Jamie Conlon really rates not Archie Sharpley and Cacace. Apparently he bangs like crazy, and Jamie knows his boxing. So yeah, I reckon he wins that fight. I reckon he wins that fight. Who's he fighting again? Did you say? Sorry.
Leon Woodstock.
Yeah. Leon Woodstock is a decent fighter too. Don't be wrong, but I just don't see Leon winning that fight, to be honest with you, my man. And obviously my other man's Irish, so go on the Irish.
All right, Jono, we will leave up there now, but I'm going to leave a final word to yourself. But everybody who's going to continue to follow your journey this year, what would you like to say to them?
I'd just like to say thank you, everyone, for your continued support. You're going to see the best of me from here on out. There is no more playing games anymore. Boxing for me, it's given me so many, I don't know, amazing times, amazing memories in my life in general, never mind like in the sport. And I just appreciate the sport so much, and I appreciate everyone continuing supporting me. And if you don't follow me now, Jono _KK Carroll on Instagram, and you will definitely see the best of me. You will definitely see the best of me this year and next year. I'm only getting better, and I promised all the fans, I don't think I let anyone down, because it is what it is. Fuck it, all you can ask from a man is to obviously do his best. I would say I done my best that night, but I just thought I was winning the fight, so I didn't really go through the gears as much as I thought I probably should have. Now looking back on it, thought I was just winning the fight, so I was like, just kind of cruising it. But that shit won't be happening again. I won't be playing no more games. It's on 2021, 2022 is going to be my year. I will win a world title 100% in 2022. If not at the end of this year, please God, I get maybe a world title eliminator or something. So in 2021, we can just smash it out of the ballpark. You know what I mean?
Jono, it's been a pleasure to catch up with you. I look forward to hearing your next fight announced. When that will be is down to you. I appreciate your time, mate. Good luck with everything, and I'll speak to you again soon. Thank you, Speak to Boxing Social.
My pleasure, pal. Thank you for having me as always.